Hello, good afternoon. Sorry for have kept you waiting. This morning, the Security Council started with a private debate where the Council had a formal closed meeting discussing the situation in Georgia. And the Council heard the briefing from the Secretary, but also we have a statement from the representative of Georgia. And also some Council members expressed their views. Then to be followed by an informal consultation, continue the Council's discussion on the UN mission in Georgia. And after that, we had another second item for the consultation is the United Nations mission in Nepal. We got a briefing from the SISG on the progress being made so far in Nepal. And the Council members have the exchange of views, and in which the indication that the Council wished to work on some sort of statement that the Council might wish to issue to support the political process down there. And finally, the Council had a discussion on the other matters that the Ambassador of Qatar indicated to us that they are still working on a PIST on this humanitarian situation in the occupied territories. And the Council members, generally speaking, indicated their support for this initiative. As far as the language of the PIST is concerned, that Council members are still working on them. So that's all for the Council in the morning. Yes?
Just in reference, sir, to the issue of the humanitarian situation in Gaza, is there a problem concerning procedural issue that it's being presented by Qatar and Indonesia and not the Palestinian delegation?
This is not being raised, but certainly during the consultations that it is the intention of the Council members that they will further look at the language that is being proposed by Qatar and Indonesia, but also it is the intention that also that the representative of the Palestine here would also have to be consulted, get his views on it.
On Georgia, there was some discussion that there might be an area-style meeting, or that the Abkhaz representative might attend. Can you say how it ended up?
I think that yesterday we had a procedure discussion on how to handle this issue. As you can see, that finally Council members agreed to have this private debate, which is a closed meeting of the Security Council. And also during the discussion on the procedure, that it is the intention of the members, and also that some other informal meeting might be held in which that representatives of Abkhaz might be invited. And I understand that this is also being agreed upon by a number of Council members. So we will see whether this can be achieved in the near future.
Report of I guess, the helicopter incident in the Kandori Gorge. Is the Council going to do anything on that report? What's the next step with it?
I think next step is not in the Council yet.
Mr. President, sir, I mean, you've held an experts meeting on the Darfur resolution yesterday.
Yeah.
Can you update us, sir, what's the position of China and the rest of the Council members on this issue?
I think that clearly I always said here, I want to repeat it again, not to be misquoted. The other day I got a misquotation that, not you. But I understand that for China, we want the Council to act quickly, because it's already more than 40 days since the agreement reached in Addis. They need the Security Council to have a resolution endorsing what is being agreed there. But I think I also said here we want to have a good resolution, which will also help the peace process down there. So I understand that the experts of the members are still working on the draft resolution, try to make it as a good resolution. And I'm sure you are aware that when the first draft was proposed, China and a number of others, including the Africans, are not happy with it. They think that the draft was out of balance. And now with the help from the Africans, then the draft has been improved. But still, I think in a number of areas that members still have difficulties, including China. So I just had a round of meeting, as you can see, with the 3 members from the 3 permanent members, and we wish to work together to further improve the text.
Ambassador, what are your concerns, sir?
I think that the concern of my delegation and of others is that the main objective of this resolution is to be focused on what we are asked to do, is to endorse or authorize. So it is the view of many members that there is no need to bring other unnecessary elements into this resolution, which might, in a way, delay the process.
Ambassador, Sudan has criticized the Chapter 7 and all the wide use of force that's under it, which peacekeeping and other military commanders in the AU say is necessary. Are you siding with them on this? Or
I've taken note of their position, and of course that Chapter 7 is a sensitive element in the current draft resolution, and we have to be very careful with how to handle that particular portion which is under Chapter 7 to see how this will be designed that will serve the purpose of what we agreed. Yeah.
Are you, sorry,
Yeah.
Sylvia, just 1 second. Are you advocating that be dropped?
No, I think that
The word Chapter
I think that
7,
the
or you
council
think so?
council members are wise enough to find a way that could be drafted in a way that our main purpose is obtained.
Ambassador, on Lebanon, do you have anything on the PRST, anything new to tell us?
I have nothing. I know that the French is doing it, and so far they are not yet ready. Yeah, whenever they are ready, I'm ready as a president.
China is against some wording, or
I don't
against the
think
pick and
there is
choose of
always
the report.
misquote of me. Yes.
No.
Any
Do you
others?
can you tell us what?
I think
your
that
position
the
on that
PRST is what is needed under the current circumstances, because we have heard several briefings on the situation in Lebanon. But I think that we have to look at the language. For China, I support the idea of issuing a PRST.
When do you think it will be released?
I think that if it is a PRST